The sound of the final buzzer means it's hangover time. So grab a drink and join your host, Alphonse Sidney, for a Miami Heat Beat post-game show.
Hi, Heat lose. That wasn't really fun. You know, Heat had a chance tonight coming in to get first place. You have Jimmy back. You have the Sixers arrival in your building, right? You know, you were leading by double digits at one point. You know, you looked in control. Yurt is having the night of his life. You have Shaq in the building. Everything's looking like it's your night. Tyler's hitting one-legged weird three-pointers in the first quarter, and you're just like, oh man, this is a team of destiny. And what followed in the second half was pretty embarrassing. You know, pretty embarrassing performances from Duncan, from Jimmy, from Kyle, you know, from Spo as well. I think we could get into some of the decisions down the stretch, and I don't think it's often that Spo gets out coached, but you can't get out coached by Doc Rivers. And we can get into that coaching battle in the fourth quarter because I thought that was by far the most interesting thing in the game. Brass, bring me out. We're gonna have some fun. You know, win or lose, that's what we're about. This is Hangover Time post-game show. It's a drip drop night. Shots for subs. You know how it goes, everybody. I'm your host, Giancarlo Navas, and this is my lovely panel. Brass, welcome back.
Thank you. Well, I mean, I didn't really go anywhere.
Night.
We weren't supposed to have a show yesterday, and then
at least we had a winning show in the weekend. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, listen, we don't have to get into anything. Brass, can I combine two segments? Can we do what are you drinking and who kicked our ass? So instead of player of the game, we say can we combine the imaging? Can we like play them back to back?
Yeah, sure.
Let's do it.
They kicked our ass.
That imaging puts a smile on my face.
That's great.
All right, go clockwise. Moose, this is Drip Drop Night. What are you drinking and who kicked our ass?
Yeah, thank you, G. Finally, you got some energy going. Who kicked our ass tonight? I'll tell you what, G. Maybe you off the top. It's a Drip Drop Night. Get excited. Win or lose or draw. The Miami Heat were either going to win tonight or they were going to lose tonight. No in between. And tonight they lost. Fuck it. We're going to drink anyways. So I'm going to hit them one time with this giant monkey shoulder with a Drip Drop.
Yeah, Moose.
Moose okay?
He's going for it.
I'm not so sure.
What's going on? Are you Moose?
Oh, it's been a day. I've been drinking a lot today, actually. Keep it going. Keep it going, guys.
Somebody in chat said I sound like I'm underwater. Is my audio okay? Let me know in chat. I'm having.
No, we can hear you, so
okay,
it's pretty
that's
fucked
unfortunate. Yeah, that's probably the issue. I'm having a gin and tonic with a little bit of yuzu today. I put a little bit of yuzu extract and kind of make a little fun tonight on a Saturday. So we're doing refreshing. I think Doc Rivers kicked our ass tonight. I thought it was an amazing coaching job by Doc in the second half, particularly the fourth quarter. I thought the decision to put Embiid on Jimmy when the Heat went small was really, really good. You know, kind of changed the dynamic of the game when you thought Miami could get some stuff going. And credit to Doc. He gets a lot of shit, but that was a good coaching performance from him. Bon, what you got?
What's up? So we have some Luna Nuda here, a Pinot, and probably the rest of this small batch. I will say, didn't watch the first half, watched the second half. Probably going to rewatch the game after we get off. I'm going to say that Tobias Harris kicked our ass. He did the things that they paid him to do that he should have been doing for at least like the last 3 seasons. So, he had himself a night.
I'm sorry, I have to interrupt. We have E5 Arrow who keeps sending us bits for me to say, asking me who I got Monday. I got the Heat on Monday. Okay, let's make no mistake about it. Also, shout out to Cool Dog 15 with the first sub of the night with Prime Moose.
Oh, I gotta hit him one time. Almost forgot it was my bit. Drip Drop. I'm not even ready.
Listen, the audience calls for it. Joey, weak chin music.
Good.
What you got?
All right. Well, I just went generic on this Saturday night. I got a rum and coke and an orange solo cup.
Yeah, do they sell that? What is that? What kind of bootleg ass solo cup is that?
Is that orange?
Solo. Okay. Well, yeah. These are Rolo cups. I mean, they're cheaper. They're smaller. They don't come with a bottom, which is weird. They keep constantly refilling it. But other than that,
Costco, Kirkland, or BJ. That seems like a BJ's product.
It's never a BJ's product. It's always Kirkland with me. Kirkland, Costco. So I think who kicked our ass? We kicked our own ass. You know, when you have two starters, who is it? Jimmy and Kyle, who combined go 3 for 22. I mean, come on. That's just our own. We're getting kicked in our own Kyle Lowry big ass. You know, big fat ass. Boom. You know what I mean? So I think we did it to ourselves this game.
Fun.
What you got, Brass?
Yeah, I needed something simple so I can hurry up and get to the show on time. I made a Negroni. Although I made 3 Negronis really. And this is a nice deep pour tonight. My who kicked our ass? I mean, I'm gonna kind of piggyback what Joey says. We kind of kicked our own ass on this one, and I'm interested to see all the reasons you think Spo kind of was. What are you pointing at? Oh, you're just pointing.
Say Joey needs to be on more.
Yeah, I agree. But like,
sorry,
I don't know how much of that. This game was within reach, and they just weren't hitting shots. They were getting a lot of good looks, and they just couldn't connect. So, I mean, look at that fucking box score. Of course we lost. You look at all the people that didn't even score double digits. That's pretty pathetic. It's pretty pathetic. But it's just one of those games. I'm not reading into it too much. It sucks. It sucks to come at the hands of Philly because fuck Philly.
Fuck Philly.
And fuck Joel Embiid. I still hate that guy. Whatever.
Ass.
Yeah.
Trash.
Whatever.
You're better.
Listen, for a half that was true. We lived in a world where we lived in a first half.
No, I'll tell you what.
It was a reality for a second.
Spo failed Yurt 7 tonight.
So
that was the game of his life in front of Shaquille O'Neal. Was gonna make national name for himself, and then we just fucking blew it there at the end.
Siobhan,
And shout out to Tyler Hero as well for dishing out some excellent dimes tonight.
His playmaking.
He's been playing incredible. The year of the drip drop. Make sure you retweet. Get his ass in there.
Yeah, I mean, real quick on Tyler before I answer Brass's question. I mean, the leap as a playmaker has been super huge. I mean, they had him at point guard for a stretch in that fourth quarter when Kyle had a little bit of a breather, which was really impressive. We can get it to him later. Yeah, to answer Brass's question, Siobhan, I kind of want your thoughts on this as well. I thought the game got interesting when Yurt picked up the other foul, and the Heat decided, okay, let's go small because we're not really getting any offense in it. And Embiid was just in a zone where he was just hitting everything, and I don't really think Yurt or Dedmon could do any kind of better job on him. When he hits that one-legged step back, he's in the bag. He's getting all the calls. They went small, which I liked. And Doc did something interesting where he put Embiid on Jimmy, kind of like what Vogel did in the finals, putting AD on Jimmy in a drop. And Miami was getting nothing at the rim because they're like, okay, well, you're not going to take any pull-up jumpers. You're not hitting threes. So we're going to sit Joel. If Jimmy wants to ISO, Joel's going to be there with him with a little bit of space because we're not confident that you're going to take that. And we're just going to sit him in the paint. I thought the decision not to put Caleb in the game was a mistake. When you're playing that small, you need the guys with the biggest motors and the most. And Caleb plays big because he's springy, he's jumpy, he's athletic, he's physical. So I thought that substitution came a little too late. And I just didn't think they did much. They were just like, okay, guys, Kyle, Jimmy, high pick and roll, and Embiid sitting in the paint. So when that play triggers, Jimmy rolls, and then Embiid's there, and Jimmy's like, oh, fuck. And then they, kick out, and then they do this bullshit all over again. So I'm like, if you're Spo, you got to be like, okay, well, this is happening. That happened for 5 minutes. Yes. And they just didn't do anything. So that was my thing.
See, and that touches a little bit on what we talked about yesterday about experimenting when fine, but doing the things necessary at the end to win the game. And you're right, when you downsize in height, and in size and weight a little bit too, you do have to have your guys with the motors that can give you extra by way of athleticism and just tenacity and hustle. And so I do think not having Caleb in at the end when he went small was, I didn't like it. I didn't like not having Max in toward the ending of the game. I don't think that they did anything necessarily creative to try to get Embiid up off of Jimmy, but that goes to the point of the offense looks drastically different with the different personnel. And and again, I'm probably going to keep saying it's like Spo is going to be at this stage for the next couple of weeks of trying to figure out what combination of personnel for what situation, and it's not going to look pretty. I do want it to come, with the caveat of going out and winning games, though. But tonight wasn't one of those. And Jimmy and Kyle shoot 2 for 23. You're not going to win many games. So. Especially when you're not going to win many games when that is the focus of the offense for that night, because that's what the personnel dictated.
So, people in chat are like, stop blaming this on one person. We'll get to Moose in a second. That's not what I'm doing. That's not what I'm doing. Like, you're not going to win games when your star players don't shoot well. I'm talking about specifically the fourth quarter when you are like, you as a coach are recognizing that there's a problem on the floor. You downsize to correct that. And then the opposing coach counters, and then you just sit on that decision for the last 5 minutes of the game or whatever that was. That's my point. We're doing a post-game show, right? What we're doing is we're analyzing what we just watched. So for me, I think the biggest takeaway late was the coaching staff saw this problem that if I see it, they see it, right? And it was just not, and like Siobhan said, they weren't being creative in kind of freeing that.
They kept letting it happen. Like you said, it happened for 5 minutes. Like, all right, 2 to 3. All right, get that shit out of here.
It clearly wasn't working, right?
Yeah.
And to Bond's point, that's really, I just want to back her up because it's absolutely true. I think in that stretch, the game kind of caught up to Spo. Like, he's going to be tinkering with the lineup, like Siobhan was saying, as he's getting accustomed to having these guys back and having them naturally find their rhythm playing together as well, leading that throughout the entire game. I think the game kind of caught up to him. It went a little bit fast. And then by then it had been that 3-5 minute stretch where it was just like, at that point you got to ride with the team you got because you just let it sit for too long. Brass, take me
they didn't have the adrenaline anymore of that first half, like that first magic, that first kick of just whooshness.
The cultureness.
So once that adrenaline wears off and the game slows down and then the other team catches back up, you find yourself, looking real even at times.
And I agree with Strus. I would have liked to have seen him brought back there at the end.
I think so, yeah.
What do you mean, like instead of Caleb?
Well, if you're going to take Caleb out.
No, they did. Like, but Strus played those fourth quarter lineups. What I'm saying is that they didn't. I would have preferred Caleb in when they downsized. It was Jimmy, Kyle, Tyler, Strus, and
that's true.
This is a good point.
That's true.
I actually didn't even think about that. That's a
good
point, Fez.
Yeah, I mean, I
totally forgot about him.
I mean, it's funny. I was talking
for the podcast listeners. Let's go ahead and read. Right. Gabe is certified Sixers killer and did not play, and it's true. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, I mean, I think that this is probably closer to what their playoff rotation is going to look like, and I think that they're kind of gearing up for that. It's we're in mid-January, and I think that they're kind of. I'm sure that Gabe's going to play tomorrow on Monday. Right. I think that's kind of how these things work. So we'll see. But
yeah, I agree with G. I think they recognized it as an important game. And so wanted to kind of like use the lineups that are probably going to be used most in the important games. But that is a fucking fact. Gave them 22 first time, then like 24, like career nights both times playing the Sixers.
Yeah, that's true. And also regarding Strus, I don't fault him at all for having an off game because he got beat the fuck up last night. I mean, that dude has scars all over his face.
No, for sure. And I'm not blaming him or anything.
That's on the second night of a back-to-back, which I know the Sixers were on too. But, I mean, I just – this is one of those – there have been so many losses this year and this is just another one. It's like I don't I'm not taking away a lot from this. I'm just.
No, we shouldn't.
Yeah.
I'm not, and we should.
I think the thing what we should take away is that okay, like in a playoff series, you know, if because this is not the first time something like this happens.
Yep.
We saw it in the Lakers series, right? When without Bam, and again, a lot of this gets fixed when Bam's in your lineup, right? And I guess this is kind of the funny thing of like, you know, people like Bam is such a difference maker, especially on defense, that, you know, they've historically done a really good job on Embiid, and this was not one of those nights. They did it early, but, you know, when Embiid gets in his bag. And Bam's a dude that you kind of trust to play him one-on-one. You can send a little help. You don't have to send too much help. And, yeah, I mean, we can get some, you know, we don't have to spend too much on it. But, Siobhan, what did you think about the game plan on Embiid? Because it's typically been send a lot of help early, make him a passer. And that hasn't really been the thing this season. They've done a lot of, like, you know, soft doubles late or sending help late, not early. And they've done a lot of single coverage.
Schmeathan wants a word.
I said Kyle was bad. I opened the show saying Jimmy was bad, Kyle was bad. I thought Kyle was good on defense, but I think, you know, he was out of the three, out of Jimmy, Duncan, and Kyle was the better one of the three.
Fair.
Like,
I think I feel where you're coming from.
Did he have a turnover? I don't even think he had a turnover tonight. He had one. Maybe he had one, but I remember. Oh, he had. I guess the block from Maxey. That was pretty embarrassing. But I mean, he had no turnovers.
Listen, I'm gonna say I'm gonna blame it on Drake. I know people were worried about Drake being in the building for the last game.
And Giancarlo.
Just like COVID, Drake has incubation period. Like, you're not going to suck like right away. You got to give it a little time, and then you realize you got it. So that's what happened tonight. It's fucking Drake's fault.
If we were, Drake has an incubation period. That'd be like an old school Heat Beat podcast name.
Yeah.
Incubation
fuck that.
Period.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
Next single.
Want to give a quick shout out to Blotter 44 and the Pooper 97 for subscribing with Prime. The Pooper is basically what the Heat starting lineup did, really a tip for Yurt.
Jeez.
I gotta hit the pooper one time with a drip drop.
That is a terribly phrased. That's a terrible sequence.
It was perfect. It was
I don't
perfect.
know. I have no idea. I don't know what hottie category that's gonna make, but that's gonna win something.
It has
the Pooper and the Blotter back to back is truly why we do this show. After a loss, who else is giving you Pooper and Blotter talk?
That entire Moose sentence.
Sounds like a radio talk show host. Blotter and the Pooper in the mornings.
With a lot of like and, like funky sounds and shit. Oh my god, yeah. So not too much to take from this, I don't think. Moose, your boy Tyler played really well. I thought
he's fucking amazing.
All things considered, 4 for 11 from the field. Not the best, but I think he was the guy. He had 16 points. He was their second leading scorer of the night, tied with Caleb. I thought I thought the stretch where he played point guard was interesting for them. I like the decision to have Yurt screen a little higher. It almost reminded me of what the Heat used to do against Roy Hibbert when they had a big in the paint that was bothering them. They would do is they would set the screen a little bit further out to give their ball handler and their roller a little bit of a head of steam. I like that. Look for Tyler a lot. Moose, what can you say about your boy's night? He played pretty well.
Yeah, he played fucking great. I mean, he's amazing.
I wouldn't say great. I would
have liked for more shots to go in, but listen, he was setting up Yurt a lot. Like, credit to Yurt for playing the way he did, but let's give Tyler some credit as well for putting him in a position to play well. God, I'm fucked up, guys. Listen, Tyler, I liked his game tonight. More points would have helped. I could have used a serial bit or something, but besides that, good game. Take me out.
Are we not talking more about Yurt? Like,
I was gonna get to that right now.
I wanted to, fucking good tonight, and we have to give him his props. I said there was a big old stretch of games where I'm like, this guy has horrible touch around the rim, like offensively, bad. He can get any fucking rebound if he's 10 feet with he can get them all. But like, he had terrible touch around the rim. I know he's looked really good. He's got a nice touch. He got a nice little fucking jumper. And I mean, in Jimmy throwing him lobs, people throwing him lobs, he's catching them, he's hitting them. Was he 10 to 12, I think?
Yeah. 10 to 12.
Like, God, man, I'm impressed, man. I'm legitimately impressed. I hope he keeps that up.
Island, he's fantastic. Continued
really
development throughout the season. It's been great to see.
E5 Arrow asked, "Where's Alf? Where's the yurt slander? Alf's at a wedding."
Naturally,
where he's tweeting. Right. Alf tweeted at one point in the night, "It's an interracial wedding," and then the DJ started playing Hamilton, and all the black people were confused. And then I was one of the confused black people.
But for real though,
how weak you are. What's
but for real though, the way you're,
I think that's really hilarious.
If you're can keep this up,
where it happens.
That's the best song,
and he's still even got room to go here, like room to go.
He's the one that would freak out.
Rooms to go. He is. He's actually going to help us a lot financially going forward with this team, because we're going to have we have some cheap players, we have some expensive players, and it gives a little bit of flexibility going forward. So we'll see how it goes, because I don't know, Dedmon is still, he didn't have a great night tonight, but Dedmon's still a great player, but he's going to be demanding a larger contract going forward.
Who is?
And
Dedmon. El Mecánico.
I wanted to ask you,
but it won't be by a huge gap, and not from
but we will have limited resources in the offseason. Brass, I wanted to ask you, can Yurt change a tire? Because he's gonna have to. Somebody's gonna have to run the shop.
It doesn't look like he does. He can.
Man, no. I don't. I think he has like his.
He looks like he does his eyebrows.
His fingers like have no. This like
that's
soft.
Weird.
It's so soft. I think.
If you do your eyebrows, I don't think you
feels
can
like he hasn't
tire.
worked a day.
Yeah,
I think his life, but hey, he's working his ass off in Miami.
UD can change the tire, but I mean UD. I don't really think UD should be running the shop.
Right.
Yeah. So we might have to. So I think the main reason for and by the way, like Heat fans had Wade, Shaq, LeBron, Bosh, Zoe, Jimmy, and Yurt during Riley's tenure. So we're blessed as a fan base.
Now is that sarcasm?
No, I'm being serious. I mean, generational big. Yeah, so the Dedmon thing is going to be interesting, because they're going to be over the cap with all their extensions, because Bam's extension kicks in, right? So they're not going to be able to sign Dedmon with cap space, and PJ is taking up part of the mid-level exception. So they have part of it left to offer, but it's just not going to be enough. Brian would know more. I don't know if they have the mini mid-level, but that's not. I think that's like $4 million or something.
Honestly, I thought about it, Schmeeth, and I wasn't going to say it. I swear I did.
Schmeeth says you guys can pivot from Dedmon's garage to Yurt's falafel stand.
Oh, man. Schmeeth, then we'll send you a t-shirt.
I don't think can we do that? I don't think we're allowed to.
I
don't know.
Yeah. Responsible for it.
Listen, it's not. We've been dangerous. It's not the first time we've flown close to the sun.
I don't think the official Heat account's gonna run with it, but
the falafel maker, the falafel man. Yeah, I don't think I can't see Eric going.
Sounds like an Avenger.
It's gonna be like a Giro joke in there somewhere.
Yeah,
super Giro.
It's gonna be
super Euro.
I don't know.
He's
got a tzatziki situation.
Ew.
He doesn't know how to say tzatziki.
It's a great band, tzatziki situation.
Tzatziki. Oh man, great DJ.
Oh my god, some of them along Palooza.
Smelly and savory.
That's the name of the pod tonight, G.
Smelly and savory.
I love it.
No, that smells. Yes, perfect.
Oh my god.
Yurt's been really good. He's gotten better in season. He had the makings there before. It was all really fast for him. Like it's an adjustment. I think he's made it really well. We saw Duncan get better last year defensively in season. Like game by game, we watched him grow into a better defender. I think you're seeing Yurt. It's coming together for him in real time. I thought that he'd be someone that'd be able to help us. I think as he continues to get better and to round it out, his timing with his guards gets better, his jumper, continue to diversify what he can do around the basket. I think Yurt is really good.
I have a little bit of breaking news. So somebody in chat asked any Robinson trades. King 45 Kings asked. And somebody told me the Heat were looking into some stretch bigs today. and some of them have similar contracts to Duncan. Lauri Markkanen was the name that I was told. That they just the Heat made a call.
Me too, Bob.
And I don't know if the contract matches up very, very conspicuously well with Duncan's as a 1-for-1 swap. So it's a name. I don't know if they get him, but I do know that he was asked about. I'm not crazy about the move, but Miami is active. They're looking.
Just at 92 says, "Can we put Duncan in the Kyrie role in the road games?"
Oh shit!
Listen,
Red State.
Oh my god! Yeah, people. So I'm just passing along information. I thought it was an interesting tidbit that I heard today, and I wanted to pass along to you, chat. Would you guys like?
I like Lauri. Lauri is
him next to Bam.
Yes,
I'm telling you,
that'd be awesome.
No, that's really actually a good pairing.
No, it really.
I think that would be a great pairing, and I think he in Miami specifically, I could see him getting in really good shape
for that money.
Well, I mean, if the contracts match, they match. Fuck it, yeah.
Well, Duncan has a partial guarantee, so his contract is a little easier to manage, and Lauri makes a little more money.
I'd pay Lauri before I pay Duncan.
So I have a question for you, Bon.
Yeah.
If you're playing the Nets, right? Is Lauri playable in that series?
I think so. Are you committed to only switching? If that's what you want to do, then.
But I mean, so if they're playing KD at the 5, which they've been doing, it's kind of there's nowhere to put them. I guess it's workable. You think it's workable?
If they worked with Duncan being the worst defender on the floor, at times you can work with Lauri being.
Because you could put Duncan on like Joe Harris, right? And you can't put Lauri on Joe Harris. You can't have a guy his size chasing a guy around like that. I don't think that's optimal for him.
Is Joe Harris coming back this season?
I mean, they paid him, so he'll be back.
I think you make it work. I think
or Mills or whichever is the other guard / wing. Like I don't really know how you play him in a series against the Nets or the Warriors, for example. Like I think that you're just committed to.
You can still play your scheme if you keep Max on the roster. You can keep some options. You don't have to be committed to one way. I think it's doable. And I mean,
you can show him high and have Bam play the back end, but I just fear that Lauri's not quick enough.
He'll get quicker.
Okay, if you say.
I think so.
Okay. Yeah, I'm passing along the information. Moose, you like it? Why are you smiling? What are you laughing at?
I think it's great.
How many drinks have you had tonight?
A lot. Joey and I were also having like a private show, basically in the back, laughing about shit. Nice. Sorry, guys, I forgot we were on air for a second.
I like private.
I'm gonna do some more drinking.
One time for the private show.
That's really all I'm here for.
Please.
I keep saying this, but I don't think. Schmeathan is not sub. Schmeathan, stop being a cheap motherfucker and subscribe so we can drink. You're fucking here every day. Schmeathan comes in. Schmeathan puts his feet on our fucking coffee table and never pays a cover.
Oh,
you guys, we do this shit every night. We do it 5 days a week. You know how hard this is? You think I want to do this after a loss? I'm here for you, the fans. You just fucking come into my house. You don't even take your goddamn shoes off. You know what this is about? I have a clean fucking floor. And you just come in here, don't pay a cover. You fucking open our.
You don't have any furniture.
Oh my! Fuck you guys. Give us one fucking sub. Come on, come on, Schmeathan. Come on.
Yeah.
Come on, heat burner.
I'm gonna leave G up until someone gives us a sub.
Come on, I'll start taking my clothes off if you guys don't sub.
Oh my god!
Is that what you want?
No
I'll do piece by piece.
What they want,
someone.
Huh? I'll do it. I'll start taking out the hat goes first.
God. Oh god, please someone sub. Motherfucker, will someone sub? Please.
I'm about to take off my shorts.
Guys,
okay.
No!
The shorts are off.
The shorts are off.
What the fuck is going on?
The shorts are off. Somebody better sub.
Oh no.
The jersey's next. Somebody.
No, guys.
Somebody.
Someone fucking sub.
Somebody. Anybody. Somebody
sub.
Somebody.
God damn it.
Somebody got a sub. Somebody. Anybody? Hey, Chief
Dumont just gave a one community gift sub. Let's hit. Come on, Moose. Let's hit on the hotline time with a no
what moves? What is that side?
That was.
You saw it. You saw it.
I got
Jesus
scared.
Christ.
Chief Dumologist is really the hero tonight. He is our hero. He saved everyone from my nipples. I do have to put my shorts back on. I don't want to sit in briefs on my chair. Yeah.
Again.
So Brass, how about do we have any Gaga tonight or something? Do we have a garage? What do we got here?
Yeah, do we got hard
I
30?
mean,
What do we got?
that was a gag.
People are like, Siobhan is in real pain.
I'm having a great time.
Alf would never. Y'all need to get a damn drink of water. Somebody said, "Can I gift one for some nip?" Water.
All right, on to the Gagas. Here we go. Let's see. What is this one? We got. This is the Yurt Gaga. One of the many Yurt Gagas.
Look at that! Look at that! Look at him go! Pick and roll.
Look at that.
One hand, bitch.
That's Turcules.
Okay, we gotta make the branding around that. Turcules has entered the motherfucking building.
There it is, Joey.
Joey.
Oh my god! Look at that one-hander. Get some of that.
Bitch.
Turcules up in here.
Pete had no idea.
Yeah, I mean when they were getting guys downhill,
All right.
Embiid was helping a ton, and that was when they were at their best.
We had a couple from my main man, Caleb Martin, tonight. Look at this.
Oh, look at him go.
Steal.
Oh, that guy.
I love him. He needs to play more.
He needs to play. He does.
Yes. Oh, what are you doing?
He does.
I love that man.
God. Mama, there goes that man.
He was like 2 inches taller.
I love him. Nah, he's perfect the way he
He's
is.
perfect just the way he is.
He's perfect the way he is. Don't change him. I love him.
You're right.
Yeah.
And then this last one here, also by Caleb.
Oh, I love that play.
Oh, that was
Can you play that back? Because Lowry is absolutely controlling the tempo of this fast break. Holds the ball. He sees Caleb. Holds it just enough. Double clutches. Sees the help. That was one of the best lobs I've ever seen him throw. That was insane.
Yeah, because listen, he's throwing some fucking stinkers.
Come on, man. Come on, man. Look at him. Look at him. He knew. He knew the double clutch. The fucking dude. It was like a skyhook lob.
Yeah,
that shit was awesome.
That was a hell of a nice
that
play.
was very nice. It was.
Oh my god. Even Dedman knew.
I love Devin's face there. It's like, oh.
Devin must be so. Devin had his hands up. He was ready. He's like, for me? Nope.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. He thought he had it.
He's like, oh my. And Devin would have scored there too. Because
He would have, and that's to your point about controlling the tempo on the lead up. He knew that he had Caleb and Devin. He had the defender in the middle. Make him pick one. Make the good decision.
It's Mac Pro says, look what it's come to, and Alpha isn't on the show. Brian M also shadow producer, stream consultant. He beat Angel, truly. Gifted 3 months of a tier 1 to Schmeeth and Smolnik. So now finally Schmeeth has a cover. Moose.
One time for Schmeeth and Schmolik, y'all. Drip.
You okay there, Brass? You okay there, Joey?
I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Good.
I'm good.
Continue.
Moose, you good?
Yeah. What was the question?
I said, are you good? You're good.
I think I'm just going to avoid Heat Twitter totally tonight because
Moose, sleep on your side tonight.
People in the chat, how are they responding to
I
this?
said, what's happening? Are people upset?
They're like careening.
You know how they get.
You know what it is, Siobhan?
I need
Korean.
to fucking relax.
Because
I agree. I'm trying to tell these fuckers to relax.
You know what it is? I think most people understand. There's a poll in Twitch chat. Turcules question mark.
It's the greatest nickname.
No, yeah,
behind
no,
Drip
Joey,
Drop.
you
Fantastic.
absolutely killed it.
Yeah.
I think anybody recognizes this game doesn't matter. Throw that shit out the window. No bam. Second night of a back-to-back. Nobody can hit a shot. But as a fan, you want to fuck the Sixers because it's like what the Sixers represent goes against every single thing the Miami Heat are about. And as a fan, you're just like, fuck them. They're not us. They built their team the exact opposite of the way they believe in a different basketball ideology. It's fuck them. They lost on purpose for a half a decade, and we're better than them.
It was gross. Yes.
It was disgusting. It was vile. It was vomit. It was, dare I say, pooper.
All right. Play Joey's music.
Yeah. Let's. You guys listen.
All right. I don't know if I've said this one. So did I ever tell you guys about my my girlfriend that used to live in Miami?
No.
Lies.
No, I didn't. Oh, okay. All right. Well, you know, I used to date a girl who lived right on the beach. You know, like on the beach. She was homeless. You know, wonderful girl, great tan, obviously. I feel like a lot of people, you know, always ask how we met, and it was just like any other, meet cute. I was at a red light, and to my left, I see this sunburnt angel, you know, and she has a sign with nothing spelled correctly, right? It looked like a Chick-fil-A cow wrote it for her. Anyway,
was this person Gianni?
It was adorable. It was not. It was not. They might have been related, but you know, she was holding the sign in a way, and it wasn't like a sad way. You know, she was holding it like a ring girl in a boxing match. You know, she looked amazing. Anyway, yeah, I'm a big fan of the vagrant vagina, and I just wanted to say that you know, I'm a real hobosexual. You know, I feel like having sex with a homeless woman is a lot like getting a pedicure as a guy, right? Because like the whole time you're thinking, this feels amazing, but I can't let anybody know about this. All right, that's all
Excellent. Thank you. Thank you, Joey. We totally sprung that on Joey, too.
I was like, because Joey wasn't even scheduled to be on today. And I was like, we have a comedy hour? Siobhan is
to the chat.
Siobhan is, I'm hosting, I'm watching chat, I'm looking at subs, I'm juggling
our chat.
I know our chat.
Siobhan is what?
Like you're just disgusted with us.
Oh no, not us. Don't put them in this.
Tyler Hero 14 is goated. Gifted 2 tier 1 subs. Moose. Tyler Hero.
Oh, every time for Tyler. I gotta hit him one time for the All-Star Drip Drive.
He would be fun not really. He would be fun in the All-Star game.
I don't think he gets in.
He deserves to be an All-Star. Like, really.
I think he does, G. I think he gets in.
You think he gets in?
Yeah.
Where is he on the votes, though, right now?
No, I mean not enough. No, I mean it'll be the starters. I feel are pretty set, so it's like whatever.
No, yeah. If he goes to the All-Star game, it would be by peer selection. Let's, you know.
I think he can get there in the future.
If more people retweet my tweet, maybe we get him in there.
I think he can get there in the future, though. I'm with a lot of people on Heat Twitter. I don't want anybody in the fucking All-Star game. I want Spo to coach it. This game could make it tricky. This game could make it tricky because what is the cutoff for that?
I don't know. That's a good question.
With regards to what?
Well, because if you're the one seed in your conference, if you didn't coach the year prior, right? Is that how it usually works?
Yeah,
correct. I think it's by the time that they start announcing the starters.
Yeah, I think when the reserves come out, I don't know. That's a good question. We should know this. I mean, Siobhan, it gets tough when you look at like the guys in the East, like. You know, you have like for the guards, because DeMar is considered a guard, which makes it complicated. You have DeMar, you have Trey, you have Levine, you have Fred VanVleet, Garland, Drew Holiday, LaMelo, Lowry, Hero. That's a lot of guys, and I'm not sure how many of those guys. Like, I think Fred probably gets in, and again, we're gonna do our list.
First name basis,
huh?
First name basis.
Yeah, right. Freddie. I think Freddie and Drew get in, right? I think he probably get one guy, and it's Jimmy. I think Trey's gonna get in, Harden's gonna get in, right? DeMar's gonna get in, and then at that point, you know, your list for guards is pretty thin, and and I think Kyle's a little more deserving than Tyler.
Of course you do. No, of course you do.
I do.
Yeah,
I do.
genuinely don't.
Shocker.
I know you don't.
I genuinely don't. And I don't even mean that as a shot to Kyle.
I know you don't. Yeah, you don't. I know that. You know, Tyler's been really good. I did think it was interesting that some of the more national guys were like kind of like surprised that Hero was getting all-star love. I think Hero's numbers are good, and I think he certainly belongs in the conversation. I wouldn't put him ahead of those other guys.
I put him ahead of Kyle.
I have a question.
Thank you.
I have a question. I haven't. Sorry if anyone else has mentioned this. I have not seen this discussed anywhere in the timeline. Is PJ Tucker gonna get an invite to the 3-point contest?
Ooh.
Probably not, because they don't.
No. They will
invite
like, him to the corner racks.
Yeah, right, only the corner rack.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe the Heat can do it as a team.
Fucking league.
Maybe Max can do all the other ones, and PJ just does the corners.
Best 3-point shooter in the league.
That might be a fun.
Stop.
I want Max and Duncan to do it.
Duncan's done it before, and was Duncan the one that blew it when Duncan blew it.
Yeah, Duncan blew it. Redeemed himself.
They never let him forget it either.
Yeah, we could have had the trifecta.
Yeah. Yep.
We could have had the trifecta.
Bam won the skills, and then DJ won the dunk.
Rightfully so.
Yeah. Rightfully so.
It would help Duncan's. Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say it might.
All 3 of the milks.
Ooh, yes.
Tres leches.
Yes.
Shout out.
Alf says he's not drunk yet. You better get drunk, buddy. You're at a wedding. I mean, you're not drunk yet, then you're fucked.
He's at a wedding and he's watching us on Twitch.
It's 11:15 at night and you're at a wedding. How about you go get drunk?
Yeah.
How about you get off?
Go to the buffet, buddy.
Twitch.tv/MIAHeapy and you go enjoy some goddamn company.
He said he misses us.
I don't believe that.
That's basically what he said.
Yeah.
He misses us.
Right. Again, stop. And why do you keep including people?
Some of us,
not me.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Alvin and Christian are the only people at Heapy that like me all the time, or most of the time. Everybody
else
take turns.
That is false. That is false.
Yeah, they don't like you all the time.
Alf said wedding's over. What kind of wedding ends at 11 p.m.? What kind of broke ass friends you got?
G is my next door neighbor. Never invited him over.
You never invited me over.
Rude.
Correct.
Christian was over your house, and
that's not true. Actually, I did I extended the invite, but I also told you that if you come over, then Christian has to step outside.
Yeah, this is no
like
space.
Not everyone can fit here.
There's just no space. Yeah. So Alf.
But you're invited. You just you got to let me know so I can clear other people out.
What does that have to do with anything? Alf's is interracial wedding.
That's why it's on time. Probably is
wedding. Another great band.
Is somebody white? Like, I don't know. I mean, Hispanic people weddings. Our weddings go late into the night. Yeah,
our weddings are exhausting. They're fun. So many speeches. Oh my god.
Oh, so many speeches.
Oh my god.
And two languages too. Always two languages. Yes. There's always two languages. They do the first ones for everybody, and then like for the two abuelas that don't speak any English,
yes.
God, I'm like. Get a fucking translator, abuela. What the fuck?
We get it. Like they have to translate.
It's never as good the second time in Spanish. It's never as good.
Our weddings.
We get it. Shut the fuck up.
Our speeches actually tend not to be that long because we know each other want to not be there and sitting down for that speech. Like, and then the one person that does drag it out, then that shit gets egregious.
You get booed. The Dave Chappelle, the wrap it up.
Wrap that shit up.
Wrap it.
I try to do a filibuster. I just don't stop talking.
You just fucking ruin everyone's evening.
Yeah. I'm like, I'm not sitting down. I'm gonna keep talking.
You ruined their evening like Jimmy ruined ours.
Exactly.
And not by himself.
It was a team effort to disappoint.
And Duncan.
Yes,
and Duncan.
It was.
And Spo. And that's it. Nobody else.
And stop it. See, this is why people get upset with you.
Wait, Carl Tiana says, "Do you see the Bucks tweet?"
What happened?
Was that?
What did they do? Let's see. I love how we're searching Twitter. I mean, I gave Brass.
We gotta check.
You gave what?
Huh? The Bucks. There's a press conference. There's a what Bucks tweet? I don't see anything.
Be better.
I mean, that's just coach talk. What was so embarrassing about?
I mean, it is a whole minute.
Was it that they tweeted Giannis's line at a loss? I mean, it's 36-4 and 17 of 17. I mean, that's pretty good.
It's a heady play. If you lose, but
yeah,
like
I mean,
your guy's still balled out, it's a heady play. Heady play by the social media team.
Oh man, if the Heat lose and like Kyle balls out, what do you think the show would be? It'd be a Kyle Lowry palooza. So Monday they get the Raptors. I'm gonna have to wear 2 jerseys.
No, you will not.
No, you fucking don't.
Are you on?
No, you fucking don't, Johnny.
I'm not on. I would like to be.
It's too
on.
much for him. He can't be on live.
Oh, did Alf already tell you're not allowed on or something?
I just operate under the assumption that I'm not welcome.
I feel like you aren't, but that you should be. Does that make sense?
It'll be like a massive Heat win. Gianni's gonna come on, he's all fucking teary-eyed. Like
that'd be funny if I like put makeup and like I smear my makeup.
It won't, because you told us.
Well, yeah. Well,
you're gonna watch the Heat. You're gonna watch the Heat feed and the Raptors feed at the same time.
He's gonna listen to both commentaries, one on each ear pod.
Situation heavy on one.
It's a right ear situation.
Yeah, the Raptors feed's pretty good.
Okay.
They're good. So they have them on Monday.
Karate?
There's no karate.
They don't have an Eric Reed. Fuck them.
No.
Did you hear Karate try to explain a fucking back tip today?
Yeah,
I did hear that.
That's Tony bit. He's taking that from Tony. I don't like that.
Whoever he got it from needs to give it back to. It's ridiculous. We know what a back tip is.
It's called a pooper, damn it.
Yeah. Celtics won, by the way. Bulls lost. So he could have gotten first.
It wasn't even like probing dribble, something that may have needed some talking through. Back tip the ball from the what are we
It's
doing?
in the name.
It's right there. It's in the syllabus.
It's in the name.
It's in the syllabus. Listen, we need Ruth back. I'm sick of Karate already.
Karate's self-aware though. Karate's aware. Did you see Alf's tweet?
No, I didn't. What happened?
Alf like railed on Karate, and then other people like responded, and then like Karate liked those posts that like other people talk about. So
I did not see that.
He's like well aware of the situation thing.
He has to be. He's
created a monster.
He knows exactly what he's doing, and he thinks that. Like we're laughing with him and shit, but we're laughing at him, really. Just really, really quickly, this isn't even like a shot at Karate. I just want to say Ruth was fantastic on TV, and I hope she gets more opportunities because I am someone that I listen on the radio, so I've heard her for a while now, but on TV, I was really, really, really happy that she got the opportunity and she was great. So
she made good points. I mean, I think with all the technology we got, I think we can bring back Dr. Jack. We can do this. We have the technology.
Like a hologram.
Yeah, why not? We did it for Tupac. Yeah, exactly. Why can't we do it for Dr. Jack?
I thought we were like a Jurassic Park scenario. We just
you have some frozen amber somewhere.
He went on vacation, got a bunch of mosquito bites. They found some drenched in ember, and he's fucking.
And we gotta get Jeff
gone off the rails.
Jeff
Jesus Christ.
My mom is so out on karate. She just doesn't. My mom complains about everything. Classic Italian Hispanic mother just complains about everything. So out on karate, and she calls him John Karate.
Johnny Karate.
Won't even learn his name. She's like, this guy's name's Karate. What the fuck kind of fucking name is Karate? I go, Mom, it's Karate. She goes, I don't give a fuck. I'm not gonna learn his name. Where's Tony?
Sounds like
Does
a
she
nice
hate white people like you?
Huh?
Does she hate white people as much as you?
She's what?
We can get breast.
I'm saying it's your.
My mom hates me as much as you guys. That's for damn sure.
Oh.
Well,
hates my takes as much as you.
See, I be loving you.
I know you do.
Like
great.
97.7%.
I've made like a million jokes for the Brass to hit the hour, and Brass hasn't hit one.
No, I haven't found it yet.
Yeah,
I thought we had it. I thought we had it.
We had it at Pooper.
I thought we had it at Pooper. I thought the
bad Kyle lob. Stop forcing it. Just let it come. Just be in
the Pooper and the Jimmy joke. Like I thought that was it, and I was like, okay.
You talked over it, you son of a bitch.
Might be. And now we sit here.
This is like the whole.
No, yeah, no. I'm just sitting here. Yeah.
Well, we're all just gonna sit here.
Speaking of which, I want a Photoshop of karate in Taekwondo, like with a yellow belt.
Ooh.
All right, Brass, you have homework.
You put like a peach basket in one arm and then the yellow belt in the other.
The much harder assignment is finding a heart out tonight. That's a much harder assignment.
We did.